Hey, good evening, everyone. Yeah, welcome to my channel again. What I am trying to do today is to give you something different, as it's a FNB related trainings schedule, which we are doing it live. So there are some things which I found it quite differently, and I like to share with all of you. This is favorite my flavor chart. You must have heard that food matches with wine. Food has to have wine has to be matched with the food. Not every wine goes with food as such. So but we are trying to do something different today. Anyhow, those who don't know me, my name is Rajiv. I'm a F&B manager. um, I've been worked as a sommelier before, and I do have nearly about 18 years of experience. But I like to share my knowledge with all of you, those who are new to this industry and those who are interested to work in food and beverage. So there are a few things which we will discuss today, and then later on please write comments, as if yourself and your hotel, or if you're working in a small organization, you are lacking with training materials, so just give message me, and myself and my hotel will try to do certain kind of extensive F&B trainings for you and for your staff as well as for your colleagues. All right, so what we are discussing today, we are discussing about flavor chart. Now it's a very interesting topic because everybody talk about food and wine, how to match wine with the food. But today we will talk about a very interesting topic, which is how we can offer to our guests, especially Indian guests who are hardcore alcoholic, who loves spirits but not wine. Yeah, so there are wines which are being very much in there in the market, and everybody, you can also, I will do some topics as such with wine and food, but today we will talk about some flavor chart which is with the spirits. Yeah, so if a guest is going for perhaps going for a gin, now we sometimes we got confused that what food we can offer, because every time we take a order in F&B as a drinks order first, and then we carry on with the food order. So once we got the drinks order, we have to have a knowledge that whatever drinks they are ordering, we should give something which actually matches with the spirit what they have ordered. Yeah, so today's training is all about that. I hope you will all enjoy it, and take it in a note that if you do this in a real scenario, in the restaurant, in the hotel, your guests will be really happy, and they will always look for you whenever they will come and dine in the restaurant, as well as in room service, as well as in banquets little bit of difficult, but of course you can suggest, if you know the food menu what is there in the buffet, and you are taking this spirit, you can go for this dishes. Yeah, we will talk more in detail, so just stick with me for half an hour, and we will discuss more and more about the things what we talk just now. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, so what I did, I tried to create an entire meal around favorite spirits, pulling a course from each category of the flavor chart, and seasonings food with the suggested herbs and spices. The chart is an easy reference for determining the appropriate spirit to serve with most food for any occasion. Yeah, remember, to achieve the best balanced flavors, the spirits should be served in an amount of 1 or 1.5 ounce. That means not more than 45 ml. So most of our cocktails are 60 to 45 ml, so still you have opportunity to serve their favorite dish according to their favorite drink or beverage. Yeah, so that is still a possibility. You doesn't have to go for a Long Island iced tea, or you doesn't have to go for a second or third round of drinks. Even in the one round of drink, the guest can really enjoy their meal. All right, let's carry on. Okay, let's start with our favorite gin. Gin is most of the time a ladies drink, but gentlemen are also having the gin and tonic is very much famous all around the world. But sometimes we don't know what to offer them when they're going for gin, and they can go for any kind of thing. So I've categorized in salad, main course, and dessert. So if there's a gin freaks, you can always suggest them with some salad with lemon lime dressings, some oranges, a blueberry, raspberry, fresh tomatoes, cucumber. Like most of the Indians, if they want to go for just a piece of plate of salad with the fresh tomatoes and cucumber, you can still offer gin. Or whenever they are going for gin, you can just tell them, sir, why don't you go for a plate of fresh cucumber and tomato if you don't want to go for any of the salad. So it's also a type of upselling which you can have. Of course, then fresh and cooked yellow summer squash, zucchini, string beans, spinach, broccoli, fresh green salad, cucumber salad, marinated citrus salad. These all goes well with gin. Yeah, so please remember, if you are going, if a guest is ordering for gin, you should have these things in your menu, and any salad which contains this you can offer to them. Yeah, then goes to mains. Lamb roasted and chops are really goes well with gin. It can be poached, broiled, baked, grilled, fried or smoked fish, especially salmon, can really goes well with gin as well. So if they are not going for wine, don't worry about. You can still sell them for the beverage, which is their favorite drink, and they can still enjoy the things. So the salmon, then cold cooked shrimps can be also goes well with gin. Now, if they go for dessert, orange and lime sorbets are really good. A citrus fruit cup. If somebody is going for a fruit salad, you can still tell them, sir, why don't you go for a gin along with that? It really goes well with it, and some fresh berries. So these kind of offerings, if you do it, so the guests will be really impressed, and they will really enjoy their meal. Not only have only gin, but they can also go for the meal to be enjoyed. Then our favorite vodka. Vodka is a very famous beverage, very famous drink, a neutral spirit which goes blend with many of our cocktails as such. So we should always offer them something which they can enjoy with their vodka. So the lemon, limes, grapefruits, oranges, all melons, all type of berries, fresh and cooked tomatoes, pickled and marinated vegetables. So fresh green salad, especially with the tangy dressing. So Indian gravies, yes, if they have certain kind of pickles, Indian pickles, they can also go well with vodka. And then we have meat, we have seafood salads, we have chicken, broiled, baked, pickled fish, anchovies, marinated mussels, cold cooked cold shrimps with the cocktail sauce. It's really goes well with vodka. Now for the desserts, of course, the fruit sorbets, the ice creams, all berries, all fresh fruits can goes very well with vodka. Yeah, so that's also a type of things which we all F&B people, we should enjoy giving the information to our guests, because sometimes they don't know. Sometimes they are just ordering anything they want, at the end they don't like the taste. Yeah, so something like that. So then we go for rum. Yeah, so rum is, as you know, it's from molasses. Sugar can is there. Flavor of things are in dark rum as well as in the white rum. So be very careful when you're offering a tropical fruits, really goes well with rum. So start with bananas, Now if somebody is going for a dessert as a banana, or they want to have some chopped banana in salad, you can offer them to go for rum, and then coconut goes well with that. Of course pina colada is one of the best, but of course they want to go for a chopped coconuts, grapes, pears, pineapple, strawberries, corn, and butternut squash, beets, cooked carrots, sweet potatoes. It goes very well with rum and rum based cocktails. Yeah, so you be very careful, and be conscious what the guest is ordering, and you can also tell them, so it might not match with your drink what you're ordering, so I can offer you this, I can offer you some sort of green salad with some grapes in there. Try, can go for lemon, but it's does not really match. Anything comes with a tropical thing like pineapples and strawberry can really goes well with the rum. Then if they go for mains, and ham, pork roast and chops, veal, broiled and baked fish, turkey and dressings really goes with that. Cheese, if they are buttery cheese like Havarti and brie cheese, it goes really goes well with any kind of rum or based cocktails. Yeah, then roasted nuts, especially honey roasted almonds and pecans, really goes well with the rum and rum based cocktail. Then if you talk about desserts, cheesecake, bread puddings, coconut cream pie, custards, fresh strawberries with cream is also goes very well with the rum and rum based cocktails. Yeah, so this thing you should remember, that if somebody is ordering for cheesecake, rather than ordering a coffee, why don't you go for a rum based cocktail? Yeah, so which guest will also be shocked, but of course if he tastes it, he will come to know that why you are offering that thing. So I have experienced it myself, so it's a very good thing that you should tell your guests similar. Okay, let's go to tequila. Tequila, everybody think about tequila shots. So when somebody is going for tequila shots, of course they will take a lime and lemon, but what salads they should order? Yeah, so the salads has to be a citrus touch, which comes with lemon, limes, grapefruits, oranges, all berries, fresh and cooked tomato, as well as with the tangy dressing. So it is very very important that you should know what you are ordering for your with the tequila. Yeah, so then tequila based cocktails are there, so which can be go very well with these kind of salads. Yeah. So then goes the mains: spiced pork roast and chops, beef, chicken broiled, baked grilled fish. Cheddar cheese goes very well with tequila. Roasted nuts goes very well with tequila. So it's a kind of combination we should tell our guest to go for it. So otherwise, their palate will be spoiled and they cannot enjoy their meal. In case of desserts, it's more or less similar like our gin. Tequila is can be goes with fruit sorbets, ice creams, all berries, and of course the fresh fruit. Then goes our this after this. It's the very interesting thing because people are ordering the whiskey. Yeah, we will talk about Scotch whiskey and bourbon whiskey. So let's start with the bourbon whiskey. The whiskey is one of the famous thing, which I think 60% of the Indians, even more than 60% of the Indians, like to go for it if they actually drink anything. So we should know, well, bourbon and Scotch I have just made two side by side, but it's for every whiskey it's a little bit different, but you should know it. So this video will help you out for that. So please take notes and try to do it with your daily guest. Okay, so bourbon whiskey is like uh, a salad with dried apples, yeah, applesauce, peaches, prunes, raisins, yeah, a corn and butternut squash. Then we got potatoes, boiled potatoes, of course, creamed corns, green peas with pearl onions, yeah, candies with sweet potatoes, yeah. So which goes very well with bourbon whiskey, because bourbon whiskey has a little bit of caramel touch, so which actually helps out to gives you the flavor. It bursts all the flavors of dried apple. Even some people don't like prunes, so you tell them, sir, why don't you take a sip of bourbon whiskey along with prunes? You will enjoy the prunes, yeah. So that's very, 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 very important for our knowledge. Then if you're going for mains, sausages like Italian sausage, then bratwurst and kielbasa, they go very well with bourbon whiskey, yeah. Then beef, roasted beef, fried and roast chicken, duck, goose, turkey, dressings, and other dressings as such, pheasant. It goes very well with bourbon whiskey. Then if you go for cheese, then cheese is a very good combination along with the wine, that you can also offer bourbon whiskey with cheddar cheese, parmesan, romano, and swiss cheese as well, so which is goes really nice with bourbon whiskey. Then we got pecans and almonds, which is a good accompaniment whenever they're going for a bourbon whiskey or a whiskey based cocktail. So that's kind of things which you should know and we should offer to the guest. Not, this knowledge is not only for you and me, this is for the guest who actually comes and they are coming down to enjoy the things as such, yeah. So if kind of fruits or desserts, a fruit cake, a plum pudding, chocolate sauce, cakes and brownies, pecan pie and hazelnut cakes. It's a very, very good combination with the bourbon whiskey as such. Then our favorite Scotch. Okay, so Scotch goes with cooked apple as a salad if you want to offer to them, dried apples, applesauce, bananas, oranges, prunes, raisins, baked carrot, onions, potatoes, butternut, a corn squash, creamed corn, candies, sweet potatoes. I'm talking about the dishes. If you have a little bit of experience in working in a cold kitchen, as well as you have worked in a very typical atmosphere where the salads are the more prominent in a small daily shops, so which you understand what I'm talking about. And if you are working in a very fine dining restaurant with a good combination of salads are there, so these all salads are there, so the Scotch whiskey is a very nice combination if you want to give it as with soda and water, or you want to have it as a cocktail, so it goes very well with that. When we talk about mains, roasted beef, broiled steaks, lamb roasted, broiled chops, duck and goose with the orange sauce is really goes nice. Goose liver pates goes very well with whiskey, fish, and then we go for a smoked cheese and sharp cheddar and Stilton cheese are really good combination for the Scotch whiskey. I would suggest you tell them to take it neat whenever they are going for cheese, but however it's a guest choice. Roasted nuts, especially walnuts and pecans, are really goes well with Scotch whiskey as such. In case of pastries, desserts, the apple pies and pastries with this cheddar cheese which we have talked about, not the normal cheddar, the sharp cheddar goes very well with that. Then we have a custard and caramel sauce and other mousses can goes very well with the Scotch whiskey. All right, so these kind of combinations which you can actually provide to each and every one of your guests as such. I would not take much of your time, but I would also like to share with you before I end my session that there is a small chart which you can also go through it in my thing, which I have derived it for you. So if you have got a chance to look at it, I just made the whole chart in which I have separated the all the spirits, and as well as the fruits and vegetables which you can take, the mains which you can take, as well as I put also herbs. The herbs are sometimes complicated, so I did not put you in a presentation, and the desserts which you can go through it, so which is a very good thing if you keep this chart with you at all time, and as well as you can able to just have a look before you approach to the guest in the beginning, which will really helps you to talk to the guest about what are the combinations which you can do if the guest is not going for a wine. Wines are there, but the spirits are more prominent, especially in India, so please go through these things in a very proper way, and I hope you and your guest will be really happy, because if the guest is happy, and they will, of course, they will be coming back and they will look for you again. So I am sure that you understand, if a particular guest is looking for you again, that means what? Yeah, so that means the guest is very loyal to you, and he trusts you that you will not give them anything wrong or any wrong information as such. Let me give you one example. One time I've tried this um, a typical kind of thing, which is a khatta meetha. It comes in a different scenario, and I have tried with Jack Daniel. Unfortunately, the combination is so mixed match that I could not able to have it as a snack, rather than go for a certain kind of a sweet version of that thing. So khatta meetha is, as the name is mentioned, it's a sour and sweet mixed together, so it is not really a good combination with a good spirit like JD, which has a totally different, a distinct caramelized aroma in there. So try to avoid those kind of things, rather than give them a straight potato snacks, or a wafer which goes, or nuts, or basically walnut or pecan, which can able to give it to you a very nice palette as such. All right, so thank you very much for your time. I will not take much of your time. I finished in nearly about 25 minutes, so I hope this training will help you, and if you need more trainings like that, please do comment below. And if you, as I mentioned before, if you or your hotel needs certain kind of trainings in F&B, please do call me, please do communicate with me. Myself and our hotel will do the arrangement, and we will do the trainings for you and for your staff. Thank you very much, and bye bye. You take care and be safe.